Charlie Hustle slipped somewhere between the rolled tarp and a hard place. American League hopes flicker once again. One of the many endless fascinations of baseball, unique in American team sports, is that you can't be beaten by the clock. No situation is ever beyond redemption. And what do you know? Seaver, pitching too fine, walks Lynn on 3-2. The flicker becomes a glow as Richie Zisk steps in.
You can't seem to make a mistake with Zisk because he's that strong that he can wait until the last possible second, and he'll muscle. He'll muscle the ball. The pitch was away that he hit the ball to right center field.
The Cubs' Jerry Morales runs down Zisk's screamer off the wall, but he can't keep Carew from scoring, nor Lynn right behind him. And with one potent swing of the bat, Chicago's Richie Zisk makes it a whole new ball game.
And join
the National League. Seaver escapes further damage in the 6th. The National League fails to score in the top of the 7th, and now Tom Seaver's all determination. When Minnesota's Butch Weiniger leads off the bottom of the 7th with a bleeder in the hole between 1st and 2nd, everybody sits up and takes notice. Both Bill Kunkel and Yankee fans know that last year's American League's home run champ, Craig Nettles, can make it a one-run ball game in a hurry. And Seaver's luck, all bad, continues as St. Louis's Gary Templeton boots a perfect double play ball. Willie Randolph, hitless in 3 trips, tries again. And this time succeeds with a 2-out soft liner to center. Suddenly, it's a 5-3 ball game. Now, with just one swing, the American Leaguers could take a 6-5 lead, especially with this pinch hitter up, the Toronto Blue Jays' old reliable Ron Farley. The 20-year former National League veteran hooks one deep, but foul. Power just misses against power.
He had a 3-2 pitch. He wouldn't want to walk him, but he knew what he was doing. He started that fastball on the outside corner. By the time Fairley's bat stopped, he knew the ball was about a foot outside. When the chips got down and he knew he was in trouble, then this Tom Seaver came out.
Tom Seaver ends an eventful 2 innings, still ahead, 5-3. Top of the 8th, and the crowd applauds another local deity, Sparky Lyle, having his finest season in 11 years as the American League's most durable short reliever. Templeton leads off. The St. Louis shortstop beats the slider into the ground. But where they aim, a double. And sometimes you just can't get no respect or luck. It's a case of when he's good, he's very, very good. And when he's not, well, Morales stops an inside shot with his knee. Not to worry, Sparky tells Butch, as the Cubs' Morales is temporarily frozen on first. Dodger Reggie Smith on deck. Padre Dave Winfield at the plate. Another errant slider skips past Weiniger. Templeton racing to third, Morales to second. But manager Martin knows that Sparky can often be at his best right after he's been at his worst. But not this time, as Winfield smacks another seeing-eye single through and 2 runs score. Reggie Smith plays the same tune with yet another single to left. And still no out. At last, Lyle gets what he's been after. And Randolph smartly doubles up Rose. The concerto finally ends as the Expos' Ellis Valentine flies out to the Red Sox's ever-graceful Fred Lynn in center. There are no runs in either the bottom of the 8th or the top of the 9th. Former American League fireman Rich Gowdy heats up his smoke for the critical bottom of the 9th. The Rangers' Campaneris had struck out in the busy 7th. But this time he coaxes a walk. Nettles goes down swinging on a high hard one. But maybe another free swinger can get Campaneris home. And for once, a Yankee Stadium crowd roars for a Red Sox hero. The boomer, Mammoth George Scott, certainly has the tool. He looks for his pitch, and he gets it. All the way, a 2-run blast. And now it's 7-5. Oh, how sweet it is. And these multitudes love it. They just love it. The 6-time Gold Glove winner keeps everyone nailed to their seats. Since 3 of the 7 previous All-Star games have been decided in the final inning, maybe, just maybe. Well, at least it's enough to make a fellow think.
Rich, what you're trying to do right now, you're trying to rush things. You're trying to get this thing over too quick now. There's no problem. You've got this thing won, but you start all over. Come on now, let's go.
The huge stadium is hushed. The big question hanging in the humid late-night air, can the American League finally do it? Gossett gets Randolph on a hopper to short. Just one precious out left. Now, it's all up to 6-time All-Star Thurman Munson, pinch hitting for fellow Yankee Sparky Lyle to keep it going. The count, ball 1, strike 2. Strike 3, and Bill Kunkel is sure of it.
Well, the tough call that I had to end the ball game was Munson's half swing. He went after the ball, and the bat came around, and he tried to catch up to it with his body, possibly blocking me out. And I had him. I rung him up.
Rich Gossage accepts congratulations from his happy teammates. And Bill Kunkel ends a night he'll always treasure.
To watch all of these ball players of this caliber in one ball game, if I wasn't working, I would have been sitting in the stands. I don't care if it would have been in the upper deck behind a foul pole. I would have been there to watch the ball game myself.
The Most Valuable Player Award goes to winning pitcher Don Sutton. Commissioner Kuhn does the honors for the happy Dodger and his proud wife, Pat. The 48th All-Star Game is history. But like all these mid-season classics, the melody lingers on. A theme that weds a Steve Garvey long ball with the first All-Star homer hit by the immortal Babe Ruth 44 years ago. It blends Don Sutton's performance with that of Carl Hubble, who once struck out Ruth, Gehrig, Fox, Simmons, and Cronin all in a row. The drama of a Reggie Jackson suggests a Ted Williams. Charismatic, menacing with portside power. Rod Carew glides into a past golden with the remembered grace of a Stan Musial, a Charlie Gehringer, a Willie Mays. Dave Parker's sculptured frame conjures up the complete players, the all-around giants of yesteryear, a Jackie Robinson, a Roberto Clemente, an Al Kaline, a Joe DiMaggio. A kaleidoscope of evergreen memory. And the dynamic power of Greg Luzinski mirrors a host of past game breakers, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Henry Aaron, Mickey Mantle. With tomorrow's legends playing today, it's a timeless tableau of frozen splendor.